Pizza-verse strong. Motherfucking strong.
Bambi Palermo running around Pizza-verse. Fuck you and Pizza-verse.
Muggsy has no idea what the kind of beating he's going to get.
Tony Pizza was a self-proclaimed wise guy who thrived on exaggeration. As a kid in a middle-class neighborhood, he idolized Billy the Frog, the tough soul who zipped around town in a flashy sports car. Billy was the type who demanded respect without trying, and young Tony followed him relentlessly, hoping to someday be part of Billy's feared crew. After years of shadowing the Frog, Tony began weaving tales of how deeply embedded he was within Billy's circle. "Yeah, Frog and me, we go way back," Tony would declare to anyone who'd listen. "I bought this genuine leather jacket off him for $60, he'd brag, flaunting a jacket that was as ancient as the stories he spun. What Tony conveniently omitted was that Billy himself gave him the jacket simply because it was fraying, not for $60. But Tony's storytelling didn't stop there. In a bid to boost his street credibility, he boasted about acquiring the jacket from Rocco DeMeo, the supposedly toughest guy in Essex County. According to Tony's new narration, he stood up to Rocco and came home triumphantly with a jacket. In reality, the Frog was the mastermind behind every altercation Tony claimed as his own. Years later, in a world where stories could transcend boundaries and social media could make or break reputations, Tony found himself in an unflattering predicament. The Frog, having grown into the age of technology gracefully, decided to pull a prank and reveal Tony's bluster on YouTube. There, for the world to see, was the Frog and the broken-down jacket, together again. It was a moment of amusement for many, but meant utter humiliation for Tony Pizza. Meanwhile, life continued beyond the melodrama of Tony's claims. Jim Martin, another neighborhood figure, found himself in Vegas, living a life far removed from the crazy pizza tales of the streets. Leon the Dog and Joey Big Time, associates of the Frog, had long turned to the lucrative trade of loan sharking, operating a discreetly thriving business. Though Tony Pizza maintained his tales, life had decided everyone's paths would evolve differently. And in the end, Tony became just another character remembered for the stories that didn't quite add up. But in his heart, Tony still wore that jacket, a symbol of the identity he aspired to have, and a reminder of the one lie he never set straight.
The summer wind came blowing in from across the sea. It lingered there to touch your hair and walk with me.